Next up, Barbara Parshall, CEO of Baarb. Barbara, take the stage.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am thrilled to be here. And I am very proud to be representing our brilliant team of engineers, data scientists, and travel industry gurus who have all come together to build Baarb Pro. Our mission as a B2B company is to use cutting-edge new technology to match travelers with hyper-relevant hotels based on understanding their intent and their preferences. Now, why is this important? Because ever since the beginning of online booking, information has had to fit into boxes, destination, dates. There's no free-form search. Yet if you go to your favorite search engine, there are over 50 million romantic hotels in Paris, and you have to figure that out. Now, you all already know this, and many companies are making great strides with personalization to solve this. However, there's still a huge gap, and that is that just because you know that I booked a business hotel in Chicago 6 months ago, that has absolutely no bearing on where I want to stay with my family for the holidays. And the only way you can know that is by asking me. Now, combined with the fact that consumers today want instant gratification, not everyone wants to communicate with a bot for answers, and digital assistants have to deliver relevant results. There needs to be a better way to search. Now, imagine for a moment if your customers could tell you exactly what they wanted for their next trip in their own words, and you could give them a set of perfectly curated results based on their preferences. The solution is our natural language preferences bar. Check it out. It works a lot like Google, but it sits right on your site. By capturing the traveler's intent and their preferences in their own words, and then by analyzing massive amounts of data in your inventory and our models, we're able to return a ranking of properties that best meets this search. The magic really happens because our algorithms are able to understand complex combinations of concepts. For example, romantic is a concept, it's a feeling. Pool is an amenity. Near the Eiffel Tower is geolocation, all in one request. By surfacing the most relevant results, travelers are able to find what they're looking for faster and will be more likely to convert. This is easy to implement. Start by adding the preferences bar to your existing search infrastructure, and then integrate the API. When a search is performed, we return a ranking of property IDs that best match that search. And of course, you can customize that ranking based on your own business priorities, maybe some personalization, before you display live rates and availability. Now, we are laser focused on places to stay. When we started building the technology, we thought it would be very cool for OTAs, but we were only partly correct. Because what we found is that many areas of the industry also find this to be a breakthrough in search. Here's an example of a client who has integrated the preferences bar, and this is a search at the bottom of the funnel. The destination is already known. Los Angeles, and a boutique hotel with a pool near LA Live. Maybe someone here at Phocuswright. Notice how the results are very relevant. The Ace Hotel, the Standard Hotel. Now, here's another example at the top of the funnel where the destination isn't known yet. And this traveler is looking for a romantic hotel on the beach near great scuba diving. Where in the world might that be? We're able to return a ranked set of properties regardless of knowing the destination. Now, you all can imagine that shorter look to book and better quality results is going to lead to increased conversions. But it's actually better than that, because as we gather that search data, it goes back into our models, and they learn. And the results are continually improving and becoming more accurate. And what that means to you is that you're capturing rich data about your most sophisticated customers. And you're gaining valuable insights for marketing or for sharing with partners. What did people say they wanted versus what did they actually book? We deliver this in a SaaS model, very scalable, based on API calls, and we have a pricing plan available for every budget. We are thrilled to be working with some of the leading OTAs, meta-search, and hotel brands around the world, and you are our North Star as we scale this for the industry. In the future, we'll have humongous amounts of data for a true self-learning system. But today, our unique IP is in our ability to infuse vertical specific
Thank you very
knowledge.
much, Baarb. Take a seat in the Lions,
Thank
the
you.
Dragon's Den. The first hook of the day. Dragons?
First of all, those shoes are awesome.
Thank you.
So could you tell us why hasn't Google done this?
I think Google has done this. I think Google is, I think, doing a phenomenal job with travel, as we all know. They have what some might consider to be the ultimate meta search now, using natural language search and the ability to rank results based on what's been entered as preferences. So I think we look at the opportunity to democratize search and give brands the opportunity to capture that discovery and ultimately conversion on their own sites.
But is this ultimately an NLP play, or are you actually surfacing content about hotels that is difficult to find? Because the examples you gave could just be filters. Nightlife, I like nightlife. Family activities, like family activities. There might be value in the NLP. I'm not sort of dismissive of it, but I'm just wondering, like, where is the value add? Are you helping discovery, or are you just creating a new interface for search?
Well, today what we have, which has been the way it's been since the beginning of online search, you perform a search and you get thousands of results, and then maybe you have 10 or 12 canned filters after you've received those thousands of results. So the benefit is in shorter look to book, because you're entering your preferences up front, and it is natural language search, natural language processing. So we're able to understand concepts that aren't found in words in the hotel descriptions or the inventories. Romantic was one of the examples that I used, and we would be able to surface hotels or properties that are considered romantic, even though the word isn't mentioned in the...
Everybody knows the peninsula is romantic.
Right.
So my question, I guess, is I was going to ask you a question about your sort of data set relative disadvantage compared to the big guys, but then you had a slide that kind of implied you've got partnerships already with Expedia, Booking, Amex, Travel, and so on. Do you really? Can you explain that?
Well, it depends on your definition of partnership.
I was guessing it would.
We would love, of course, to call Booking.com and Expedia and Trivago clients. They have all been involved in our early discovery and testing, and have given us great feedback. And we hope that they will be clients one day. So they've been partners in the process so far.
All right.
And are you sort of assembling this DNA, hotel DNA database where you're tagging or identifying features or concepts about properties? And how far through the global hotel supply are you?
Well, we have about 1.5 million properties right now that we have done extensive profiling on. So it's not just tagging, but it's a process of profiling the data so that it works with our AI algorithms. And that's for both hotels and vacation properties.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Barbara.
Thank you. Thank you.